Hey there guys, FuryTomic here, and welcome back to a new Kancolle Kai tutorial, with this being featured of the most common requests that I've gotten, which is pretty much the Abyssal Counterattacks, and how you can stop them or get it away. So ideally, you would sometimes once in a while see your hexagon turn yellow, orange, or red, like mine for example. There are a few options that you can do, with the first being this one that I kind of use, but I don't use it anymore. It's a really small chance of pretty much lowering the chance of the counterattack happening, but it doesn't really necessarily clear on your first try. And that would be, you would sort it on, I would say, a few nodes, get S ranks, and then quit. But as I stated, it doesn't always guarantee to be, oh, you stopped this counterattack or you lowered the chances of a counterattack happening. So really, you're pretty much dependent on RNG. And we all know, you're being dependent on RNG is just a pain in the ass. Doesn't really necessarily reward you what you hope for. So we just finished the first option, which is try to at least sort it on one node or a few nodes, get S ranks, quit out. Sometimes you'll just see it still as orange or whatever color the counterattack preparation's at. And here is the second try, which is clearing all of the nodes and then going to the boss node and get an S rank at least. From what I've seen, some people have claimed, oh yes, this works. I'll fast forward here for a little bit. So after you pretty much do all your nodes and the boss node, you'd pretty much be expecting the following. S rank, check. Level up, good XP, check. A drop, check. Very rare drop, check. And Hatsukaze, she's actually only drops on hard mode to historical mode. So it's a really thumbs up for me. But then the main question is, do we at least decrease our chances of a counterattack happening? And that's the only thing we want to know for this tutorial. Like, yeah, Hatsukaze getting the S rank, having a new map to sort it on, yes, it's really good. But can we lower our Abyssal counterattack? Which is the question. And it appears not. Don't worry, I've done that before for a while on Kancolle Kai. That just, fuck it. And here we have pretty much what happens if you cannot pretty much stop them or intercept it. And you just decide, you know what, I want to go in for the easier route. Just wait for your hexagon to turn red. Have a few fleets on the red hexagon. I can guarantee you that will trigger the initial counterattack of what's happening. From this scene, clips I've grabbed from a few episodes back, like episode 14. You can watch it if you want in the description. But here I'll show you both what happens if you manage to clear it, and what happens if you do not manage to clear the hexagon. But I'll just go into little depths before we get there. So first things first, every single counterattack map will be different. Nodes are at random, shift formation and fleets are also at random. So you do not know what you'll be going against, but I can tell you for sure at least there'll be a carrier boss. Which means at least bring some battleships and carriers if you want. Don't bring any destroyers or light carriers. You can if you want, but Hence my recommendation to not. Just bring a heavy fleet. And here is an example of what happens if we fail the counterattack. Like, our ship got Taihei'd or something went wrong. Our fleet gets destroyed. I mean, the transfer ships gets destroyed. Fleet returns back to port, and you kind of lose a good amount of resources. And that's pretty bad. And now, here is what happens if you manage to succeed the counterattack and get an A or S rank. So we've managed to stop the counterattack from happening. We took out the boss, luckily, and got an A rank. This was from the old video though, so bear in mind, may not be all the same. And you can get S ranks and get really rare drops. And here we have it. We have successfully defended ourselves against the counterattack. And the node refreshes back to normal. And I have a final clip in which it's taken by a user on Nico, who showed an example of what happened when you get a game over, which is pretty much the Abyssals manage to counterattack and you lose your main headquarters. A few things I want to note that will happen is, first off, you get the obvious game over that's gonna occur. But first, you get the counterattack failed. And then the game over warning or icon. And then it cues pretty much what you've unlocked or done so far. However, unfortunately, your PS Vita save will get deleted. As shown here, this is the error icon, or I should say, notice that your save file is getting deleted. You can't stop it anyways. So, if you really want to get your game over, just do it on a save that is not where you put all of your hard work on. Believe me, it will suck. Anyways, I hope this tutorial at least somewhat helped you, or if it really did, you're welcome. If you find this tutorial helpful, please give it a like. If you have any requests of what kind of tutorials that you would like to see, feel free to message me on Steam, send a private message on me on Reddit, or just simply leave it in the comment section below. If you would like to see more videos and content like this in the future, please subscribe to me today. This is FuryTomic, and I'll see you guys all later. Nja. Checkpoint is and there's the undertakes that's gonna be all of this. Hey! Why not? Yeah, now negative. Nice.